Finally!
Now that Sony and Microsoft have both stopped acting like children over who's going to reveal their prices first, we finally have everything we need to know about their next-gen consoles. Specs, prices, games, well, kinda, sorta, no, not really, but we're gonna get into that. What is good, YouTube? It's your #1 hero, Black Deku, and today I want to give you a quick rundown on whether or not you should purchase the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox One Series X or S. Going into the hardware, the Series X is slightly better than the PS5 in terms of raw performance with slightly better computing power, but not enough that it's really that drastic of a difference. As for storage, the PS5 contains 825 gigabytes of SSD, while the Series X has 1 terabyte, and the Series S has 512. For those unaware, SSD is basically a much faster hard drive, so that way your games load faster. Me personally, I'm not fucking with the PS5's base storage capacity. I feel like at this point, 1 terabyte should be the absolute minimum we get in these consoles. Fuck, even Modern Warfare is like 500 gigabytes on its own, like it's not enough space. But of course, you'll be able to expand both storages by buying extra SSD if you really want the extra space. For up to $200+ on Xbox and PlayStation, SSD is some real expensive shit. And as the standard should be for these consoles in 2020, both consoles support 4K resolution at up to 120 frames per second. And last thing, the Series X allows backwards compatibility on every game ever made for Xbox, going all the way back to the original. The PS5 is going to cost you $500, with the PS5 digital edition is going to cost you $400, and the Xbox One Series X is going to cost you $500, while the Series S is going to cost you $300. Now the big question, which console is for you? If you're looking to play games for cheap, the Series X is your best friend. It is the weakest of the new generation, but for the casual gamer, you're probably not going to care. But if you want your Xbox to be a bit more robust and you're a fan of the Game Pass and future Microsoft titles, then of course go with the Series X. The Game Pass gives you access to over 100 titles and new Xbox Game Studio titles the same day they launch for either $10 or $15, which includes Xbox Live Gold. If you're on Xbox or plan on getting one, this subscription is a must-have. As a subscriber to the Game Pass for I want to say close to the year, I highly recommend it. Off rip, I highly recommend you play Hollow Knight and Ori 1 and 2. All 3 of those games are straight heat. However, if you're a PC player like me or plan on building one in the near future, you absolutely do not need a new Xbox. All you need is the Game Pass. And if you're like me and you want to get your hands on upcoming PS5 exclusive titles like Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man, God of War, and more, then the PS5 is the obvious pick. But the honest truth, you don't really need either console at launch. Unless you're a content creator or huge on playing Demon's Souls or Next Gen 2K21 at launch, you don't need either right now. Xbox has 0, let me repeat that, 0 exclusive launch titles. You can play as Miles Morales on PS4, and it's still up in the air when the new Ratchet & Clank is dropping. If you really want a new console this year, go for it. Just know you won't be getting your money's worth until 2021. Regardless, I think both consoles are going to be really good. As for a PC player and a soon-to-be PS5 owner, I'm excited to see what both Microsoft and Sony bring to the table this generation. If you were on the fence about which console to buy, I hope this video helped. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, make sure to follow me on my Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All of that in the description box below. This has been your #1 hero, and I'm out. Peace.